Hello, everyone. Welcome to our final nine tribal council. Um, Valdo, one immunity, safe tonight. Valdo, at this stage of the game, we're at nine. We start even thinking about end games, but like we've seen a lot of pretty like consistent lines. We've seen, one tribe kind of dominate, and we've seen that happen a little bit in this merge. How would you describe the current tribe dynamics? Are things pretty solidified as far as who's working with who, or is things kind of dynamic?
Um, I think things are pretty solidified on who's working with who. Um, it's just kind of the way the cards have been laid out and they've been dealt, I guess. It sucks for some people, but just it is what it is.
Taylor, you have kind of been on the outside, been the subject to a lot of votes. If you look at original tribe numbers, you've been in the kind of minority there. So do you feel you're on the outside looking in into a very established group?
I mean, absolutely. Me and Judy and I have been dealt a pretty rotten deck. I mean, this is Survivor. I mean, anything can happen, but we've been trying to make a move for 2 rounds now, and people have said one thing and then did a completely other thing. So I'm fairly certain it was probably me or Judy tonight. Probably me, honestly, because I had a very friendly chat with someone today. Got a little heated, but I think we ended on good terms.
Mm, okay, okay. Judy, when you look at if you supposedly are on the outside, what's the strategy to get yourself in this? Like, do you look for cracks? Do you try to expose other people? How do you find your way to keep yourself going?
I go on the general tribe chat and say, "Hey, I'm a free agent. Who wants me?" Didn't really work that well, I'll admit, but I mean, it was really my only choice. So, I mean, I could have tried to go one on one, but I was like, "No, I'm just going to see if anybody will pick me up."
Okay. Peter, so does that mean we're gonna have a pretty easy vote tonight?
My mute button wasn't working. Um, I feel like there's no such thing as an easy vote, as much as I feel like the vote numbers are known slash out there slash it feels like it's Taylor or Judy. Like it's Survivor. The moment you come into Tribal and say yes, it's definitely one of the two of them they're going, that's the night you go home. So like I don't take anything for granted at this point.
Okay. Who's heard their name tonight? Okay. So outside of Taylor and Judy, Tristan, you have also heard your vote. You got some votes couple tribals ago. So do you feel you still have that target on you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would think that, as the what is it called? Fraggle Rock of the tribe, the one that is like pretty much people pretty much forget is even there. I would think that that would be good for me because I could slide through another round, but no, doesn't seem like that's the case.
Mm.
But to be honest, I didn't even think I would make it this far, considering like my game has not been great. Um, Melissa even pointed it out last tribal. But to be honest, like if I were to go out like this tribal, honestly, like I would be happy because I made it further than I ever did in prime time. So I'm very pleased with myself. Well, of course, I still want to stay, but I'm just putting my faith in the people that I have put my trust in and see where it takes me.
Okay, okay. Molly, you also received some votes at the previous tribal. Do you feel that you didn't raise your hand when I asked who has heard their name tonight? Um, so, but do you still feel like you have that target on your back?
Oh, 1,000%. Just because I didn't raise my hand, just because I didn't hear my name doesn't mean my name hasn't been out there, for all I know. I wouldn't be shocked at all to see my name again. At this point, it seems like a trend. Um, so yeah, no, I know the target's still on my back, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. Mike, Tristan mentions trust. Do you feel at this point you have decided who you're placing your trust in this game? Or is your trust up for sale or even potentially fluid?
My trust could be different at any tribal, so that question is a different answer join each tribal.
So you answer my question, fluid. Fair enough. Angela, there's been a lot of advantages. There's been, that you've seen, there's been talks of idols. Idols have been played. We start getting to a point, and usually in prime time, we start having stuff expire 8, 7. So, the time is running out. So, these are kind of usually the most chaotic rounds in prime time because of that factor. So, how do you navigate that?
I mean, I think you got to go into a vote thinking that there could be something played, and if there's something that you can do about it, you prepare. But if there isn't anything you could do about it, you got to just like hope that it works out.
Okay. And Grayson, what are you basing your vote on tonight?
Oh man, just say what I'm gonna do with the people that I've talked to, and just go from there. Just hope it ain't me.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Prod, any questions?
I'm good.
All right.
Can I
Slater.
ask why Valda brought a gun to tribal council? That makes me only a little worried.
I just work here and I'm states away, so I'm okay.
That is a very extreme personal item to bring on the island with you. I
Wait,
have
what?
questions.
Someone else.
He's cleaning, I think.
Valdo's cleaning his gun.
Oh, a real gun?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
real gun.
I didn't.
Um, I did want to point out Valdo did win with 47 seconds. The primetime record is, as someone in the viewers line was asking, was 17 seconds by
That's
season 6
insane.
winner.
44,
44.
44 for
Yeah,
Valdo.
but okay, yes, but
17 is the record, though.
the primetime record is 17 seconds from
Yeah.
Dom.
From who?
Dom wanted to make
Dom
sure that
Oh,
was
Brindell.
Dom. Of course.
clear notice that he still holds the record.
Let it
No
be
one
known.
has, well, some people have come close to the record, but no one's beat him yet. All right, well, does anyone have anything else they'd like to say or play before we go into a vote? Seeing none, it is time to vote. Please put your parchments in your confessional. If you've already voted, please bump it so we can see it. If you are playing any voting phase advantages, please make sure we have acknowledged them, and I will be back with the votes.
Can you guys send me a copy of the parchment? I've been scrolling looking for it. Can somebody send me one, please? Sorry, you guys, and thank you for sending it to me. Oh.
All right. I have the votes. At this time, if anyone has an idol or an advantage they would like to play, now is the time. All right, seeing none, I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the person being voted out will just have a couple seconds to say their goodbyes, and I'll put them in the waiting room for a brief exit interview. If some jurors show up, they'll also get a chance to talk to the jury. All right, first vote, Taylor. Second vote, Judy. Third vote, Grayson. That's one vote Taylor, one vote Judy, one vote Grayson. Taylor. It's two votes Taylor, one vote Judy, one vote Grayson. Taylor. That's three votes Taylor, one vote Judy, one vote Grayson. Grayson. That's two votes Grayson, three votes Taylor, one vote Judy. Grayson. That's three votes Grayson, three votes Taylor, one vote Judy. Grayson. That's four votes Grayson, three votes Taylor, one vote Judy, one vote left. And the next person voted on Survivor Primetime and the third member of our jury, Grayson. Grayson, the tribe has spoken.
All right, y'all. Good game. Be good to each other. Play nice. Love y'all. It's been a pleasure. Have fun.
All right. Grayson, thank you so much for playing. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. There we go. All right, everyone else, you have a live challenge tomorrow. You need 10 cups and one ping pong ball. Um, so have that ready, 9 p.m. tomorrow. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good luck. Good night.